Hi there, my name is Fix Fox, and we don't got time for an intro today, so let's just dive right in. That was easy. All right, we're just gonna go to standard game Wastelands. We're gonna play this on impossible difficulty. We are gonna have to play as this blue barbarian against a green sorceress, a red necromancer, and a yellow wizard. So that's going to be kind of tough, but that means we got the early game advantage. Let's see if we can carve out a big advantage for us early on. And this is the 4-player medium-sized map from the Secession Wars. This is Wastelands, and it looks like my side must defeat the opposing side. Oh no. Is this a 3-on-1? Great. We cannot lose a specific town? Okay. The barbarian lands are being invaded. Are you strong enough to resist the invasion? This is denoted as a hard difficulty map. Let's just see how this goes and dive right in. So this is our castle. Apparently this is the castle that we cannot lose. Defending it is Phineas the Barbarian, level 1 barbarian with 3 attack, 1 defense, 1 spell power, 1 knowledge. We got 5 of the orcs, 16 of the goblins, and we have got the castle of Mermac. It looks like we got goblins, 10 of them that we can hire from this goblin hut, and we've got a captain. So I guess because we have to defend, the map designer has decided that we're going to get a free 500 gold to devote straight to having a captain. I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that. We got treasure, mercury, wood, treasure, sawmill, horde of peasants not too far away. I think we can defeat all of this. Unfortunately, as much as I want this treasure chest here, on impossible difficulty, we don't have any gold. And the barbarians need more ore than anything, but they do have a couple of buildings that are going to require the wood anyway. I think you're obligated to just go out of the way for this little pile of wood. Maybe you go up and you grab this treasure chest on your way to the sawmill. That feels the most appropriate to me. 7 wood there is actually really not a bad start. We're gonna go through the peasants because they're free, and we run into this little event bubble. My liege, our scouts report 3 other lords are attacking from the south. They work in conjunction with each other to eliminate us. You must keep this castle and remove the threat of the enemy. We wish you luck. We? If there's a we, that means that there's enough of you to actually help me win this fight. Brothers, I implore you, don't be cowards. Okay. Well, all right. I guess that this gold is right here. I think we might as well just grab the 700 gold here. We'll path appropriately on our way north to this sawmill. Looks like we might be able to get it first thing tomorrow. This 700 gold, though, is enough for us to pick up this well. Let's grab the well for now. We're going to want it at some point. Let's do that, grab 4 crystal, and we are on to day 2. Unfortunately, this treasure chest is a bit of a bummer here. After scouring the area, you fall upon a hidden chest containing the ancient artifact Ice Cloak. Here's the thing, I like Ice Cloak. It's a good artifact, especially against these characters right here. So on the one hand, I don't like that I needed gold and I didn't get gold. On the other hand, I think I have to recognize that this could actually be the very best possible start, and we just don't realize it at the moment. But here we go. We will take the 1,000 gold over the experience. We are not going to get to the sawmill today, and maybe worse yet, we are not going to get up to the 2,500 gold that I was really hoping for to pick up a second hero. That actually feels bad. That feels like we are 1 full extra day behind. Thankfully, well, hold on. We're only going to get an extra... I messed up. I'm playing too fast. That was 800 gold there. Was there a purchase for 500 gold that we could have picked up? I don't think so. I think that we kind of wanted the stick cut. I think that we wanted some order of operations to be a little bit different, though. I think that you wanted to hire a new hero, then pick up the treasure chest, and that way you would save yourself 1 full extra day. Yeah, unfortunately, this is just not going to be the play. We're going to carry on a merry way with Phineas. We're going to end up waiting 1 day, because if you pick up wolves now, you're still in trouble. We could gamble on ourselves and hope we find some gold over here. Let's not gamble. Let's just end the turn, and then we'll immediately pick up, not Atlas, but Rathmont. Rathmont's got 3 of these gargoyles. The gargoyles are going to be very, very useful for us to take some future fights. Do we take these orcs along with us? Probably not. Just in case we don't have a hill fort anywhere nearby, we might end up upgrading that at a later date. I'm going to put the goblins. We're going to take the gargoyles and we're going to send them here to the west, but we're going to move back to the east very, very quickly. Cracked earth. Lots of cracked earth and some of this deciduous tree. Okay, not bad. I'm interested to see where that's going to go, but for now, we find an old wagon left by a trader who didn't quite make it to safe terrain. And searching inside, we find armored gauntlets of protection. So we picked up defense from spells, cold spells in particular, here from the treasure chest. Now we got a +1 defense. This is actually not too bad. Like, I don't hate this. I don't love this, but I don't hate this either. As we do a little bit of exploring, we're picking up some mercury. We don't really need the mercury. Mercury is not going to help us. It's got nothing that is going to help us move forward in our goals. But what's this? Folks, we're going to pick up another hero. It's going to be Airy. These two gargoyles are more worth it to me than anything else we could have. That's actually ridiculously worth it for me to have. So we're going to send Airy right here, wasting a little bit of movement points. And I think that we're going to send Phineas north to pick up Croxton going through these centaurs. With 5 gargoyles, I actually think that we got a really good shot at taking those towns, taking those fights with minimal losses. We'll come back for the wood in a little bit. I didn't see this as an opportunity until it was almost too late, but I'm glad that we did see it. Let's have Airy step over here. We're just going to keep centaurs behind. We're going to even take the centaurs on the road. We're going to split these stacks of gargoyles, and Phineas is going to go have himself a ball. Oof, losses don't look great, but we are going to get through this fight. So let's do this as good as possible. In fact, we might not even attack with the gargoyles. We might just have them sit. Yeah, we might just have them sit so that way they can soak up the retaliations without taking additional retaliations. Give these goblins a chance to get down the battlefield. 9 centaurs down to 1. We're going to ignore that with these orcs. We're just going to let them do 1 damage 5 times in a row. And then where to go? 2, 2. Let's help this top stack here. Because now with 4, yeah, we'll kill 2 to 3 and take that quick retaliation 1 time. Here though, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This terrain's kind of bad. Really wish that we could have attacked these centaurs. Not going to happen. Definitely going to lose 1 gargoyle here, but let's just make sure we don't lose 2 gargoyles here. Centaurs are not going to step up. It's just not really in their programming as it is. And only now do I realize how lucky of a hit those centaurs got this first time. Look at that range of damage. Ended up being quite a big difference there. The 1 gargoyle is going to head down in just a second, so we're going to deal here. Goblins are going to step up. They're going to work on this 1 centaur. They do perfectly fine. And then as we support this single gargoyle, I think we're actually going to get out of this fight with much better losses than we otherwise were going to. As long as we don't lose this 1 gargoyle, we won't. Then we're going to be just fine. Okay, awesome. 2 gargoyles lost. That looks just fine for me. Given that these were basically free troops, quote unquote, I don't know if you're going to want 2 or rather 3 heroes for this entire playthrough, but we got room to the south to go and we got room to the north. Heck, a horde of peasants with 1 centaur. I don't think you can beat that fight just like that, but you could sure try. You could try. Go try. Let me know how it goes. We don't have ore. Have you noticed? Have you noticed? Bit of a problem there. Oh no! 4 ogres, 9 wolves. Our forces are somewhat split. There is good morale on the enemy's side. I'm a little bit worried about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just going to go to here. No good morale is actually a really good thing, and this is kind of interesting. I think that as much as possible, you want to get your ranged damage off. I'm going to sacrifice this 1 gargoyle right here. So if the wolves want to get centaurs or orcs, they got to go the long way. I don't think they're going to be able to. We're going to leave the goblins right here. And then time to do some damage. We're killing 1 orc, or rather 1 wolf, 2 wolves. Is it time to let go of the gargoyles? You will die if you attack here. Orcs do 21 damage. Wolves only did 19 damage. And that was against, yeah, gargoyles here. That could have been the low end of damage. 21 to 35. I'm going to let the gargoyles get that big, or rather the goblins. Excuse me, I keep doing that. We're going to let the goblins get the big first strike off in just a moment or two. We're down to only 5 wolves. Ah, okay. And then 1 to 2 wolves here. Kill 2. Not too bad. We're going to have to keep our shots in mind. 6 shots here, 6 shots here. I don't think we're going to have enough damage to really get out of this fight easily, but 1 HP there. Don't waste the shot. Get your full damage off on these big orcs. And then it's time for the goblins to skedoodle. We're going to have to unload on these ogres, and I don't think we're going to have enough. 1 ogre goes down for the very first time. Centaurs, I think it's time for the centaurs to run, actually. Gonna keep the damage here. Maybe play with terrain a little bit. Yeah. I think that the centaurs are gonna take this aggression and not the orcs. Yeah, okay, perfect. This is actually working good. We got 2 ogres left. We are clearing away. You know what? I'm just gonna run with the orcs now that the 14 centaurs are freed up. We're gonna shift. First it was 2 speed. Oh, I'm not 3 speed. I'm only 2 speed. Whoops, my bad. Before we were letting the orcs shoot while the centaurs ran, and now we're just kind of flip-flopping. We are gonna, I think, survive. I don't think that, yeah, I don't think they're gonna lose a second orc. Perfect. So 1 orc, 3 gargoyles, 5 goblins. For this force, turning a loss into a victory, that's actually not too bad. Like, that's not too bad. I don't have gargoyles for future fights. That feels pretty awful. But, I mean, you took this town, we can potentially upgrade this to a castle. Given that we just found our ore mine to the north, we actually have a source of ore, but we can get 2 castles operating off of at least up to wolves. That's good. And now we have a choice here. Do you want the expert pathfinding, or do you want the diplomacy? Now, look all around you. You're going to be on cracked earth forever. Alternatively, diplomacy is arguably A to S tier as far as skills go. I'm going to take the diplomacy here. I don't think you'd be wrong for taking the pathfinding because, oh, never mind. You'd be totally wrong. So folks, here's the thing. Advanced pathfinding reduces the penalty for rough terrain by 50%. So Wasteland, we've already met that threshold just by being advanced pathfinding. So going expert there would have definitely been the wrong decision. So never mind. My bad. I'm sorry. I misled you. I led you astray. On purpose? No, never on purpose. Never on purpose, I say. As I take 10 extra goblins. We do have to upgrade this town to a castle. That's going to be extremely expensive, but remember, we do have some forces that can start to scout. Maybe this is the best time to have these 3 heroes, just so they can do nice things everywhere. We're going to have Rathmont go back, pick up troops, and come up to the front. We're not going to have a lot of gold. And for that reason, we're going to have Ares see if they can find anything. Gold, treasure, good. Miter Scroll of Knowledge. So +1 defense, +2 knowledge, and then plus the Ice Cloak. It's not too bad. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with everything we just saw there. Not too bad. Not too bad. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 1 wolf. We're going to have the 6-speed creature in here, and we're going to see how far we can get. I think that we can just have Phineas be ready to go just outside of reach of these skeletons. Yeah, right here, north and south, and then we'll hit that gap first thing in the morning. So we will have enough movement points, and then we'll have whatever treasures here from this treasure chest. We do want to get this crystal mine pretty quickly because Cyclopes require crystal, but you can't do anything until you win a couple of fights. A couple of fights are going to be what gets you into your ore mine. So we're going to take all these forces. We're going to plunder the ore mine in just a moment or two. And then upon doing so, we're just going to hope for the very, very best. Single stacks. What is it? Skeletons? Skeletons? Tell you what, let's do it like this. Let's actually break off the single wolf and just hope that the single wolf being broken off is going to be better for us because they can maybe take a retaliation from a big stack of skeletons. Let's do that. It might not even be necessary. Yeah, it's probably not even necessary. I think that we got enough damage coming down the way. Let's skip a couple times. Not once, but twice. Goblins are going to defend down here unless... Are all the creatures going to go to the north? Maybe. Yeah, you're all going to go to the north? Well, okay. All right. Bob's your uncle, Sally's your aunt? Is that the correct turn of phrase there? I think it is. I think it is. What does the turn of phrase mean, though? I can't really tell you. I think it's like, oh my goodness, that was amazing. Or silly. That was great in some way, shape, or form. That was noteworthy somehow. That all the skeletons decided to just assist in that little adventure. Okay. And then we do know that Rathmont is right behind us. We're going to send him up to pick up this ore mine. I don't want to go one full extra day out of my way just for this. It's going to cost me 2 ore here. And maybe the opportunity to pick up a little bit of extra treasure. But for now, I think I should just go around the centaurs. Should I go this way or should I go this way? I do want to go here. Definitely don't want to go through a pack of fire elementals. Lots of wolves is tough. It's day 7. It's day 7. If there's any amount, and I mean any amount of ore that we can find. Tell you what, we need the ores so bad. And if we get one level 1 mage guild, we could get some really nice spells that help us win everything so much better, especially because Ares going to bring back this +2 knowledge. I am going to send Phineas up here. Hey, I'm going to go grab this real quick. We're going to take the experience. We're going to be happy for the logistics. Happy for the logistics. And then by the time we get back here, we will have enough. Well, we'll have enough. Yeah, will we? Yeah, we'll have enough ore to pick up the mage guild. So for now, I am going to pick up the garbage heap. Couple of extra goblins. Cool. We're going to be here for a little while. And folks, for the first time, we've seen a green player. Green sorceress. They are in the weeds. They are looking like they expect a birthday gift on my birthday, which is absolutely despicable behavior for anybody who is not a hobbit. So they are hoping that they can prevent us from being ready to take them out. And they're hoping that we are going to be very, very weak for a long, long time. I'll bet you that on normal difficulty that this map plays very differently than if it's on impossible difficulty. I think that if I had to restart this map, I would go here and here first rather than take this town, and I probably wouldn't send another hero there. I would definitely have waited. I probably would pick that up first thing, actually, to get the gold. I don't know. It's kind of tough all over. It's rough all around. How about that? Unfortunately, we do have to wait one more day. I could get the marketplace and then trade. I think I'm going to be out of gold, though. Let's see. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be out of gold. Orcs, wolves. First thing in the morning, we pick up enough wood. Yeah, first thing in the morning, we pick up enough wood. And then if you want the extra 2 knowledge, you actually have to wait even longer. This is not good. This is not working out the way I would hope, actually. I'm just really far behind, actually. Especially when the enemy is just shooting for you, just gunning for you. What are we short now? It takes 2,000 gold? I didn't realize it took 2,000 gold. Did not realize. Well, we're going to pick up a little bit of ore because there's some stuff hidden in the tree lines, in case you haven't seen that already. We'll pick up whatever free stuff we can. We'll do our final bits of exploring. We're going to have to wait one more day. Finally, pick up the Mage Guild. And I'm going to pick up the Mage Guild over the Adobe. Let's hope that this is correct. Slow is actually totally worth it. Bless is actually totally worth it. So I feel vindicated by that choice. It could have been really bad. It turned out to be okay. And okay is good enough for me. We're going to ignore the elves. We're going to ignore a lot of this other stuff. Horde of peasants. I would like to get through there. Tell you what, we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna have Phineas stay one more night. He's gonna set off with everything that he has. It's gonna be all the creatures. Very good. 130 gold left. And let's actually jump to here. Ares gonna take, just the centaurs. I think the 15 centaurs should be enough for a horde of peasants. It is. And then by the time the Phineas catches up, we'll be able to hand those troops back off. Okay, I wish that I could get into the water here. It looks like there's an opportunity there, but at the same time, I really need another 8 ore, because the 8 ore is going to be the difference between getting a castle sooner rather than later or not. And that feels like that's actually a really meaningful breakpoint, like a really nifty bottleneck. Like, that feels really, really bad to not have a second castle, and it's not going to be until week 3. We're not going to pick up that other castle till at least week 3. We should have at least up to the den by week 3, but more than that I can't say. And our lack of gold is actually starting to harm us a bit here as well, by the way. Wow. Okay. All right. So if you defeat lots of earth elementals, you get +2/+2 and the +4. So 2 attack, 2 defense, and 4 knowledge. But that seems like a really tall order. I don't think that's going to be very likely anytime soon. 5 ore. Now that is a big pickup, folks. We're still short the gold, unfortunately. Still short the gold, but that's actually enough to get the Adobe, and I'm going to do that. I think we already had the Adobe anyway, but now I feel really confident in that decision. We're going to go straight for the Adobe. We're going to go back and be ready to pick up troops. Not the ogres. Not the ogres yet. Anyway. Not now, but maybe later. And folks, we do see Rebecca. She's got a couple of bone dragons. 5 sulfur. Not great. Not great. We're We're gonna grab a little bit more wood. We're gonna grab anything else we possibly can. Oh, and look, there's a second hero. So Ambrose and Rebecca. If you're gonna win this fight, you gotta kind of fight this fight right now. The orcs are a big stack. Where are the bone dragons? In the very center. I think if you put the wolves here, no, they still can't reach. We do have a slow for the bone dragons. Slow for the bone dragons and a few of everything else. I think I can win this fight. I think I can win this fight. Who's gonna go first? I got my 6-speed creatures, so I'm gonna have to wait, let them cast the first spell, and if they do cast haste on the bone dragons, we just auto lose. But if they don't cast haste on the bone dragons, I think we win this fight. Let's fight this fight. Oh, we're gonna win anyway? Well, we're definitely gonna win once we throw a slow in there. Ha! Get out of my face. 11 zombies, not worried about that at all. Let's go here. What's the spell? No spell, really. You got 30 spell points. I guess you can't really bless your own forces. That is the spell that a core sorceress to start off with. We do want to do this slow now. I'm gonna send the goblins down just to kind of see if this works. Okay. All right. We did not have good morale. We didn't have good morale before, but the -1 morale from the bone dragons is actually torching us. We go from normal morale to -1, and we've lost both of our shooters' turns and the wolves here. Goodness gracious. Okay, well, we're going to cast slow again. 2 speed, 1, 2. Can't attack here. We kind of got to just back off a little bit and take the damage. I'm going to have the wolves step up. We're just going to let the bone dragons take all the ranged damage we can make them take. That's like, what, 110, 108 hit points left? 91. Good math, Fixfox. That's good math. We will take the damage from the zombies. I think that my goblins can attack in this area. As long as I don't kill the full stack, we should be fine. Here goes the Lich. We're going to kill 5 to 10. We're going to be okay. Yeah, 6 left. Okay. 91 HP on this bone dragon. Uh-oh, bone dragon's moved out of the way. We are going to take damage onto the goblins because we can't kill one full bone dragon. It's going to be 45. We lose 17 goblins there. And at this point, it's just whether or not the enemy is going to run and whether or not we're going to get our chance to go with our living troops. We do eventually get the shots off. 24 and 3. I don't remember if that was better or worse than what the AI said we would. I think we actually did that worse, funny enough. I think so. We'll take the basic archery. Estates is good. Archery is going to help us right now. Right now. And I do want to step in front of Ambrose because I don't want Ambrose to step out and pick up Aerie. Aerie needs to survive as long as Aerie can possibly survive. Do you go for the ogres? You got 10 ogres. Do you want to bring them out? I don't know. That's a good question. It's a toughie. It's a tough one. We're not going to do anything right now. And we're going to fight here. Glorious victory. That's 1,000 experience. And basic wisdom for Phineas the Barbarian. That's a good pickup right there. Like the basic wisdom, thrilled to see that, number 1. And number 2, I mean, that was just an extra full level. We're at level 5. I don't know what our enemies are all at right now, but I think we're doing okay having defeated that first enemy. Problem is that the enemies, the rest of them, they all know that we're here now. So I'm a little bit scared about that. Pack of Fire Elementals. Do you want to have reduced damage from the Ice Cloak and reduced damage from lightning spells against all these spellcasters? You might. This might be worth it. That might really be worth it. I don't know what's right here or what's right there. I got a feeling that 3 bone dragons are coming down the way. I'm going to go pick up this artifact if I can. Yeah, we're going to send Aerie out as far as he can go. We're going to go down. Because there's this gold here, we are going to try this wagon because they've been really good for us so far. And I'm going to see how many of these ogres I can pull up. I think I can get all the ogres for 3k gold and then kind of get any of the orcs. No, we're going to be out of gold. We wait one more day so we can get an extra... How much gold are we getting a day? 1,500? If we wait one more day, we can bring all the orcs and all of the ogres. I'm going to do that. We're going to intern. Red does take back their town. That actually might be fine for me. Nope, there's Charity, so she's the one that does have the bone dragons. Called it. Very good. And we pick up 2 sulfur from the wagon. Dragon Tooth is in the middle here. It's a warlock castle. If Charity comes for me and there's 3 bone dragons, I think that we just auto lose because she is a necromancer, so she's gonna haste the slowed bone dragons. 1 spell power, 3 knowledge. We do have the diplomacy if we need to skedoodle. We just don't have any gold to surrender. Well, we got 5k. I do want this artifact. This artifact feels useful, and then we're gonna have the treasure chest on top of that. We definitely win this fight. I don't know if the losses are gonna be great though. Let's split off 1 single goblin. Yeah, 22 orcs. We should be able to win this. Let's see how this goes. Probably a time that we use a bless instead of the slow. You're gonna have to make your decision right now. Do you want to slow right now? I think you do. I think if you slow right now, then you can keep 1 full stack out of the fight for this entire time, and then you just have to deal with these 11, and then you'll deal with these 6 when you get a chance later. So we're gonna wait. They're all gonna go for the orcs. That's actually good that we did this top stack then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna stay away here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. We go here, and let's work on this top stack. There's 6. There's a part of me that would love to get these wolves to do some damage here. I'm going to try to avoid damage at first, though. So we're going to step down 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hold on. Look at this. I thought that this was going to be some extra terrain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they're 5 speed, not 6 speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I step to here, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can step to here and I'll be fine. Oh, I didn't do my slow. Oh, you kind of needed to cast the slow there. And you got hit by that group of fire elementals because you're silly. Tip number 1, don't be silly. Okay. We're going to take this retaliation here. Might as well use the goblin, like so. You're going to do 38 to 67 damage. This is going to guarantee an extra 60-something damage. 22 orcs with 9 attack versus 9 defense. So the attack is the same. There's more goblins here doing 1 to 2 damage versus 2 to 3. So technically, it should be better for you to cast the bless on the goblins. Technically. If you attack here, you'll take a retaliation. You want to attack right here. Okay. Not good. Not good. 8 HP left. Something HP left. I really needed these orcs to stay alive. Oh, it's not good. Go 1 to 2. We get 2. That felt pretty big. 19 HP there. I think that we might retaliate for 19 HP actually. Okay. All right. We're going to slow. We didn't slow you last time. We're going to slow you this time. And we're going to take some massive damage from this stack of 4. 4 down to 2. Retaliation. And then the goblins can hopefully step up. And then with 3, yeah, it looks like with 3 movement that these fire elementals are still going to get in. But at least then the orcs are going to be able to hopefully retaliate or get full damage off. They do. That's good. So we're going to lose 2 more wolves because of our negligence. Yeah, it doesn't feel great, but we get out of the fight anyway. 1, 1, and 4. Wolves are kind of a bridge unit. Wolves are not really meant to like carry you into the late game. It hurts to lose any amount, but they're meant to get you to the late game. These are the kinds of fights that they're perfect for. So I don't know. You tell me how you feel about it. I don't love what just happened there, but I don't hate it either. Okay, this is just rude. You come upon a Spartan's quarters of retired soldier. The soldier tells you he is willing to pass on the lightning helm to the first true leader he meets. That's a big Youchie, bro. Bro, that's a big Youchie, bro. I don't know why, but the California surfer accent is forever going to be one of my favorites. And I'm never going to apologize for that. Never. Nope, never. Well, is there a knight? We do have a knight. Do you want to hire do you want to hire another hero just to go pick that up? I think we might. We picked up enough gold though. We're going to do this. We're going to hire the Adobe. That's going to mean that these ogres are going to be literally twice as effective. We're going to send these forces now. 6 ogre lords. That might be enough to keep my troops alive. Let's hope that Charity's not coming this direction. She might. If she does, we don't have any gold to surrender, but nope, looks like she's gone the other way, which is fine. And in fact, I think that, yeah, let's actually make for this gap rather than go in this direction and maybe run into a problem, let's wander through the cracked earth in this direction to try and find whatever we can out in the open. And then also we will then kind of resupply over here, hopefully, before the enemies get us. Lots of nomads. Don't want any part of that fight. Don't want any part of the mummies. I would rather take my chances with these zombies than anything. Yeah, zombies over anything else. What's the split here? I think that you want just one single goblin. Take a retaliation. Let's do it. There goes your one goblin. The brave soldier. Doing everything he can. She can't reach us from here. I think that it's worth it to go just a little bit out of our way. A little bit of gold. Should be fine. And then with this backbone of Ogre Lords, yeah, let's not wait for the enemies to come to us. Let's go to them. I am going to wait for a little bit of extra gold just to pick up that other hero, because I really want that lightning helm. Especially now that I kind of, you know, sold out to get it. Really kind of do want that. Scouting ability is really good for Aerie. He's doing a great job with it. The enemies are up to giants already. We are not even close to trolls. Not even close to trolls. One Ogre Lord, I think I can actually do this much better. I think. Bless isn't really going to help you. Curse isn't going to help you. We got to slow. I guess we could slow one of these stacks, just to make sure we don't lose any additional forces. It's going to last for a couple of turns. Maybe we slow one more time. So silly. Fix Fox, you can't slow a peasant even further. Eventually, they're going to go from 1 movement point to 2. Yeah, I know. What of it? Okay, all right, we didn't lose any forces because of the slow. It was not just a nice thing to do. It was a tactically sound decision to let go of the slow, or to make that happen. We're going to pick up this +1 gems. And this treasure. 2,000 gold or the experience. We could definitely use the gold. Is this worth it? Is an extra hero to pick up this lightning artifact more worth it than picking up this extra town with a couple of days? I don't think so. I think that... Oh, well, there you go. You need 4 more ore. Never mind. Yep, I think definitely, without a doubt, without even a sliver of a concern, we're going to pick up this hero. And we're just going to send everybody else. Cool. Neat. Neat. We even have some full-time defenders ready to go. Ready to make sure nothing bad happens. Okay, on to a new day. And red is kind of encroaching in my territory. Yellow is staying to the south. Looks like Aerie is going to get a little bit of reprieve. So Aerie's going to start to run, because any amount of scouting is going to be useful for me as a player. Oh no, this is not good. Let's see. Ore, we do need the ore. We talked about needing the ore. Gonna have to go through the peasants. Oh no, we did it. Good job. And we still got some slots left over. We're gonna take the ballistics because it's just super useful. And we're gonna see if we can let Aerie clean all this up, and we're gonna see if we can hit the gap. Send Rathmont in that direction. Hector's coming. He's going to be much slower. He started several days behind Rathmont. Oh, and it looks like we're headed straight for Natasha, who does have phoenixes. Folks, it's day 6. Rathmont's probably going to go down. Doesn't have any damaging spells. Got the slow, but that's not going to help. What do we do? How do you fight this fight? Best way of giving yourself a chance, I think, is 2 stacks of 3, actually. Yeah, I think that this is your best chance at winning in case there's a problem. But you kind of want to get Phineas to here and then resupply if at all possible. If it's 1 Phoenix, I think that Natasha might not attack. Nope, she's coming. Okay. Oh, it's 3 Phoenixes. Yeah, no, that's not good. Ooh. Yeah, that's not good. That represented a very significant sort of investment on your part. We're going to run with Rathmont so that way the enemies can't rehire, maybe take the artifacts from us. Look at this. What's this, though? We've picked up meaningful amounts of mercury. Natasha had 7 speed, phoenixes. It's day 7. She cannot get back in time. I will repeat that. She cannot get back in time. We just have to make sure that we can actually reach before the new week. Aries gonna go back because sure, why not? It's not gonna matter. And then Phineas, you don't have to reach, but you do have to stay away from Natasha because she can't get back because she went from 7-speed creatures down to 4-speed creatures. So you just have to make sure you stay away from her, and then you can reach next time. We can reach right now. Folks, we should pick up 3 phoenixes first thing in the morning. That's the kind of thing that breaks the game wide open. That means we turn around with Hector, because remember, we have to defend Mermac, not lose Mermac. And so, in order to make that happen, let's just start to upgrade. Left turret, right turret, moat, everything we can do to make sure that this stays a healthy place. Let's do that. Let me see what Natasha's got. Show me, girl. Woo, that was close. That was way closer than I thought it was. Okay, all right. It was closer than I thought it was, but you can see the strat. Oh, look, and we even win. I know that, yeah, I know that this doesn't look good. We're going to take some serious losses, but you would always rather have 3 phoenixes than any amount of these troops. Not any amount, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, we're going to stick the wolves right into here. The advanced ballistics actually really helped. This is going to be kind of annoying as the enemies just do damage again and again and again. I'm going to assume that the goblins are going to get in fairly quickly. 6 to 13. I don't think it matters if I attack, like where I attack with the centaurs. Maybe you want to attack on this biggest stack though. It depends on how much damage 14 orcs are going to do. We do have archery, so there's no wall penalty. We've got 7 attack. 14 orcs is definitely going to kill 1 full stack. I think that means you kill this bottom stack, hope for the best. You go there. There goes the wolf. That's not good. But at least the enemy's out of spell points. Are they? They got a cold ray left. They might have a cold ray. We'll see if they cast another damaging spell. I don't know what to expect, but at least this wall section opened up here for the goblins. That actually feels really great. Spells aren't really going to matter. Are they going to matter here? They could. We actually want to use the bless to make sure that we can kill 1 full creature here. Because if you don't, that actually does hurt you a little bit. And I think you actually want to attack the center stack, so you can go goblin, goblin. Now you cast the barrier. You are what we in the business call a silly banana. Yep, you are a silly banana. I think you want to attack. You're going to lose a couple creatures, but then maybe the centaurs can do enough damage to kill 1 full stack here and then 1 full stack here. Yeah, I think you're going to just cast the bless again. Don't risk it. Just do your damage and then go right through the shield. 15 hit points left. You can. Come on, baby. Big money. Big money. Ah, rats. 13 damage. We needed 2 extra damage. The goblin's going to finish it off. So 18 orcs, 22 goblins, 10 centaurs, 5 wolves. We needed every ounce of damage we could get out of that fight. Another round or 2, and we really would have been cooked. So not picking up the ballistics, if we hadn't picked up either of these, the archery or the ballistics, I think that we lose that fight, and I think that we walk away from this game in shame. As it stands, though, I think that we need to do this. I think that we need to do a full defense here. And I think that you need to leverage these phoenixes, ta-da, into something new. You need to leverage it down here as best as possible. First things first, do you have a marketplace? No. Pick up a marketplace, because we're going to need a trade. 3 phoenixes? Yeah, I think we're going to need a trade. This is a level 2 mage guild, so lightning bolt, glow, bless, good, good. Happy for all of that. That's 1 phoenix right now. Left turret, moat. I don't know if we're going to be building up anything additional right now. We're getting, what, 2 wood, 2 ore per day, 1 gem. I think that you trade all your non-precious resources, pretty much. Leave 5 of each. Wait, save some extra ore for a left turret at the other castle. Yeah, do that. And then, I don't know, I kind of feel like phoenixes are just better than anything else we can get here. We'll take 1 6-speed Grand Elf. We're going to get rid of the 4 centaurs because morale purposes. And then 1 dwarf. Yeah, I'm going to trade for 1 more dwarf here. I don't know. Should I... Are we going to go for Cyclops? The answer is no. Do you need this for anything else? The answer is no. You need Mercury and gems for Titans and Phoenixes. You don't need any sulfur. You don't need any crystal. I think you trade all that and you don't go for like a 3rd level mage guild. I mean, you could. It's right here. And you do have the wisdom. 3rd level mage guild. How good is that going to be with 1 spell power? I mean, that could be a teleport. That could be a anti-magic. That could be a lot of different things. Fireball helps you take some of those other fights a lot better. Could be. And at the low cost of what? 6 precious resources each? I don't think it's worth it. I do not think it's worth it. And in fact, I don't even really think, now that I'm looking at this, I don't think it's really worth it to trade your other resources, because you're going to want to trade for the resources that you're short on, because in case we've not noticed, we only have the 1 gem mine, which we are about to lose in a little bit. They've taken everything else. Yeah, they've taken everything else. But we do have to survive not 1 but 2 of these fights. So for that reason, is it worth it? That'll get us up to 1k. Let's trade to there. Trade to 6. Let's just give ourselves the opportunity to maybe hit another mage guild level. We're just not going to close that door. How about that? We're just not going to close that door. Especially because we got this 3 knowledge for 30 spell points. I think that's actually not a terrible thing. Okay, real quick though. I gotta see. I feel like this is... There's a road. So that means it's nowhere over here. That means it's got to be somewhere over here. It's got to be like right here, maybe even. What? Is it right in the very center? Maybe not. Cactus? This cactus is really interesting. It's not that cactus, though. It's a different cactus. Different cactus. Okay. Well, at this point, I'm going to feel really silly if I get attacked here twice and then we lose. I'm going to hope that 2-speed iron golems, not even steel golems, 2-speed iron golems is going to be enough to slow them down here. We'll see what Natasha does. I feel like Natasha's going to attack. I don't think I can hold with 3 phoenixes. And with my 7 attack, 3 defense. My 1 lightning bolt doing 25 points of damage. It's probably going to be a lot of blesses. We're going to end up blessing our phoenixes, I think. All right. Ares going to pick up whatever they can. Oh, there's 3 crystal. Great. Good. And then Ares just going to hide in this little dead spot. I don't think that anybody's really explored this yet. So we're going to sit. We're going to wait. Hope for the best. Natasha runs. Does the yellow hero run as well? The red players scouted us. That's bad. Not once, but twice. Okay. Aerie, you did your best. And in fact, you probably could have reached Dragon Tooth. Maybe not. But Aerie is now alive. I don't think we can actually reach... Oh, shoot. You know what I should have done? Should have done this. If I wanted to chase after her, well, maybe I can reach. Yeah, if I wanted to reach for sure, I should have left the phoenixes only in my army. We are not in danger of people backdooring us. I think that we take the best troops we can here and here. I think that we're going to just leave the 2-speed orcs behind as defenders. We're going to hope that Aerie doesn't go down, and we're just going to hope that we can reach here. I think we're going to be just short. Yeah, we're going to be just short. Dang, I think that means that she's going to double back and attack Aerie. That feels really bad. But nobody came in this direction. That's good. Tasha goes back. Can't reach. She tried, though. Worthy effort. Worthy effort. But we are going to catch her outside of her castle. Maybe that means it's time for us to pick up a mage guild here. Let's go up the road. I mean, I could defend. Stay 3. If I get enough phoenixes. Do you wait for 1 more week's worth of phoenixes? Every week that you wait, yellow is getting more giants. Or do you attack now and maybe lose half of your phoenixes? If you attack now, you're going to get the bless off onto your 3 phoenixes. And you're going to do oodles of damage. It's a pack of dwarves. Can Aerie go up to here and then get additional forces? Let's do that. Oop. Like so. And then just maybe we can barely reach on the diagonal. Okay. All right, this feels actually fairly worth it to me. We're going to have best morale because we got troops of all of one alignment. We're going to have a little bit of range. We're going to have a little bit of, I mean, we're going to have a good army here. This is a good army. And I'm going to hope that Jacqueline can't reach us. All right, Phineas, this is your time to shine. Glorious victory. And it's all going to come down to, I really think that this first blessed Phoenix attack with 7 attack is going to be awesome. 0 attack, 0 defense. Do your worst. You're going to have a lightning bolt that's going to do some damage. I don't even care. We're going to do, let's see. How much damage? We're going to kill 2 Phoenixes right off the bat because we're going to bless. We don't have luck or anything like that. Yeah, normal luck, but we do have good morale. Boy, if we got good morale right now, I would be thrilled. Okay, slow. That's okay. We're going to take some damage from these dwarves. What's the best decision here? Let's see. We're going to lose 1 Phoenix for sure anyway. Actually, I could probably get my sprite stack down here. Maybe I can get in front of these dwarves. Maybe not. No way are you killing 1 unicorn. Probably going to kill 1 elf, or druid rather. Let's do that. 15 points of damage. Not bad. You do want the druids to do full damage to these unicorns. That's down to 1 HP left. I'm going to send the unicorns here to eventually deal damage to these dwarves. And then we're just going to have the sprites, actually, because the dwarves are not going to do 100 points of damage. We're going to go up. Deal with this guy for a second. 40 points of damage. We do need to take out these unicorns as soon as possible. I do have a Dispel Magic. So we don't have the Bless on the Phoenixes anymore. I think that you do want them to go next, though. So let's do the Dispel Magic so they go from 3-speed creatures up to 7-speed creatures again. That's probably going to end up costing Natasha another round of spell casting. There's going to be another unicorn right there. Gone. I don't want to be near these battle dwarves, and if I go attack up here, 1, 2, 3, 4. They can still reach, can't they? You just want to kill 4 to 9. And then tank the damage from the unicorns. 60 HP. Really risky, unless you attack here. Yeah, what if you attack there and then you let your unicorns go in front of the battle dwarves? Let's do that. Okay. It's gonna be 1 more, 2 more unicorns. 1 more. 10 damage there, not too bad. Yeah, and we'll just let the unicorns brawl it out with the dwarves. 32 points of damage. We're gonna lose 1 unicorn, but that'll be totally fine for me. Okay. Alrighty, and we're getting out of this fight. May not be I was about to say that it may not be pretty. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, it's pretty. You got the blind lasting for 2 more turns. You're just going to move out of the way. Phoenixes are going to get to shoot off in this area in just 1 second. So we're going to skip. Phoenixes are just going to move down. And skip. Okay, and the dwarves are not going to get a good retaliation. Perfect. 1 Phoenix, 1 unicorn, 1500 experience. The experience is just as good as taking out these Phoenixes. And any artifacts? No artifacts. No artifacts. We will take the estates here because I don't anticipate that there's going to be any additional terrain. And look at that. We're even going to get back into our castle. Our lovely, beautiful castle to defend, ready to go. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. So with day 3, we're going to have full spell points in just a moment or two. We just picked up an additional level, I think. Yeah, we just picked up an additional level, I think. So yeah, I think we're in a good spot. The question's going to be, where do you go from here? I'm guessing that there's got to be another sorcerer's castle down here, actually. I kind of need Aerie to go and explore that for me. Yeah, there's another green castle somewhere. Yeah, there's totally another green castle somewhere. You attack here. I feel like you got to. I feel like you have to. Yeah, we'll purchase everybody here. Whoops. Everybody here. Send them down. And I'm going to take the sprites over the dwarves. Maybe not. Sprites do a good job of negating the halflings. So using the dwarves was actually kind of a waste here. We got plenty of gems. I just want a couple more of these. Not a lot, but just a couple more of these sprites. 12 more, that should do. Really want to fight this fight. Let's see if Ari can find anything interesting. Nope. Nope. If you don't fight this fight, Ari goes down. I think that we fight this fight. And I kind of regret not getting the 3rd level mage guild. Kind of regret it. You can still get it if you want to. Still get it if you want to. It's just going to be very costly. Trade all your crystal, I guess. Trade all your crystal, trade all your sulfur. Well, trade all your crystal anyway. A little bit. 1, 2, 3. It's like 150 every 3. We don't have enough. We don't have enough. I thought I had enough. I don't. Okay. I do want to fight this fight, though. Oh, I really do. Several rocks, though? I don't know if several rocks is too many. Several rocks might be too many. You've got 7 attack and 3 defense. Says we lose. I've got 7 attack and 3 defense. Unless he's got some really nasty spells, I think that I can do enough ranged damage to bring down 450 HP worth of giants, even though I've only got 200 hit points worth of phoenixes. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I attack here, then halflings aren't going to get to go. Oh, she's a barbarian. Oh, duh. I did not anticipate the Jacqueline would have 6 attack, 1 defense. This is a really interesting fight, though, for this reason. So, yeah, she's got high attack, so you don't want to get hit, but she has no defense either. Like, I don't have any defense. She doesn't really have any defense. So it's really a game of who can make sure that they don't get hit first. Who can hit first and who can make sure that they don't get hit first. I'm not going to use the lightning bolt. I don't think it's worth it. It'll kill 1 Arc Magi. How much? She's got no spell casting at all. I mean, I could take out 1 full giant if I just lightning bolt again and again. You know what? I think that right now, the lightning bolt is actually going to do more damage than a bless is going to do. Giants are going to have 19 attack skill. Archmagi are going to have 18. We've got good morale versus their great morale. I mean, if I could guarantee I was going to get good morale here on the Phoenixes, I would love that, but I just can't. You definitely want to get some damage off. I'd like to just handle these halflings, and then the giants can't reach me unless they do a haste. Problem is I have no idea what spell they're going to cast. If you lightning bolt Archmagi, you're going to kill 1. And that's still actually going to save you a couple of troops. I kind of want to do that. Remember that the sprites can always get in front of the halflings without too many issues. If you lightning bolt here, you might be able to kill 1 full giant and then take your damage in retaliation, but then you're just going to take oodles, and the Archmagi are going to do full damage to you because they have no melee penalty. You can kill the whole stack easy. They're going to do 7 to 9. Yeah, but the 20 to 30 from the giants is even worse. You want to stay far, far away from these giants. You'd love to take out the Archmagi. That's not really your priority. The priority is staying way, way away from these giants, because 19 attack versus 13 defense, yeah, they're already doing bonus damage. You just want to stay away from them. I suppose you could wait, not cast a spell right now, let the enemies go, and then you could follow up with whatever they do with the slow. I'm going to do that. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to cast a spell now, like a lightning bolt here. If I want to cast lightning bolt later anyway, I will. But for now, let's just wait and counteract whatever bull crap they want to do. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. 8 defense versus 11 defense. The damage here is not going to be fun, but we can do way more with our turn. We attack right here, so we're gonna start working on some rocks. Please take out 2 rocks, down to 3 rocks. I'm gonna send, let's see. Sprites can't cover up the Archmagi because the giants are now 2-speed creatures. This terrain is horrible. Terrain. Maybe I send the unicorns up, hoping that they can get the good morale. I mean, this is just bad. 1, 2. I guess you go right here because it doesn't matter where you go. Giants are going to be a little bit out of the play. Just go to here. Still kept the Phoenix. Not bad, not bad. 32 HP. We do get the opportunity to kill 1 Iron Golem. Let's hope we can. We might still have 2 Phoenixes by the end of this. Yes, baby. 6 HP. That's actually big. It's not small at all. That's not small at all. So, but here's the problem then. What to do? I kind of want to just toast these Iron Golems. I think if I do, I'll stay alive. If you only kill 3, you're probably going to lose 6 HP on the retaliation. How much damage do they do? 26? 6 to 26? Yeah, you'd really have to get the high end of damage. But I don't want to waste the bless because I think that they're going to haste the giants now to counteract the slow. And we got to slow them back immediately. You're probably going to lose a Phoenix to the Archmagi anyway. Just take your losses. Stick to the game plan. We actually killed 5. Did you see that? That was crazy. We did kill 5, which was nuts. And we're going to slow the giants again. Giants can reach the Archmagi, so the unicorns are going to kind of dance away. We got to work on these Archmagi, and this is important. You actually want to leave 1 Archmagi. You want to leave exactly 1 Archmagi, because then they got to go first. They cast the haste, and then you don't lose the turn order. So like right here, yeah, I think you actually just want to kill 1 Archmagi. I think you want to go down to 1 single Archmagi left. Oh no, hold on. You've only got 3 spell points? Yeah, so you got 1 more haste. So you want to do this 1 more time. You attack here. Giants go up. You're going to want to haste them in just a second. I will take the damage from the 1 Archmagi, and we're going to rain 450 points of damage on you as you're slowed for the rest of this fight. So the enemy is going to be out of spell points in just a second, so we're just going to back off. Haste. Attack. We slow. And then how much damage was that? Archmagi did 14 damage to who? We just took 14 damage. The Phoenix? No, the Greater Druids. Yeah, unfortunately, we do have to waste the damage. Somebody's got to go do some damage, so might as well be the 12 attack Grand Elves over the 14 attack Druids. Yeah, that's correct. And 35 to 57 damage. And folks, at this point, we just kind of play with these guys. 1, 2, 1, 2. You don't want to get too close because you don't want the enemies to... I don't know. I don't want the enemies to get too close to me because if they get the good morale, we're just kind of cooked. Slow's going to wear off next turn. That's fine. There goes 1 giant. 7 HP left. Never mind. Gonna start to evacuate the unicorns. Where are you going? Okay, time for a slow. And this is where, if you were playing with a friend, that they would just be upset at you. Like, I think that you would have every right to be upset at your friend if they do this to you. We're gonna move up. Down to 1 giant. And we're going to do 1 more slow here. So we are going to save 2,500 gold worth of Airy. That's actually really good. 1, 2. It's possible that these giants get good morale. I've got 46 HP. 46 HP. 20 to 40. I got 19. They've got 11. So I've actually got more defense. 20 to 30. So my high end of damage is 72. My low end of damage is 36. So their low end of damage is 36 as well. Well, no, because I got 2 more defense. It's not worth it. I'm gonna just hope that they don't get good morale. Just have to hope. Okay, and they don't. All right, folks. And at this point, I think I'm just gonna finish this off. I got all the rest of my creatures good to go. Ranged damage, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And that's going to be a glorious victory. For the 1 Phoenix, taking out 3 Giants, those are actually acceptable losses, not to mention 1,500 experience. Do we get any artifacts? That's sticky tight. Ooh, imagine being the enemy and just seeing your whole world fall down around you. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. Okay, I mean, with everything that's just happened, folks, I think that we wait. Yeah, remember, this is your loss condition. Don't lose that castle. But green, yeah, green doesn't know what to do. Yellow is staying away from me. I think I'm a tough hero, and I got a couple days before bad stuff happens to me. Do I set off now? Do I set off now? That's really a good question. I don't know the answer. We now have 3 knowledge, 2 spell power. We picked up an extra 1,000 gold a day. I don't know if we set off right now or not. I think I do want to send Airy to the south to try and explore as much as possible, because I feel like there's another green castle. But I also wonder what's up here in the upper north corner. Do I hire another hero? You got an extra 1k gold per day. Tell you what, let's get that 3rd level mage guild. Maybe that'll make our decision for us. Mass bless. Mass bless with sorceress troops. Goodness, that's a super good artifact. I think that means that I feel comfortable waiting. I think I feel comfortable waiting for the new week, actually, now that I see that. That is that big of a deal. So I'm just going to go grab this real quick. +2 wood per day. I could go grab that. I'm still worried that somebody's going to pop out of the lith and grab me. So we're going to wait just a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm just going to wait till day 7. There's 2 green heroes on the map. I thought that maybe they were all stamped out. It looks like they're not. They're still ready to go. Airy, this might be his last day. Yeah, getting a lot of good exploration for me. My word, good job, Airy. Day 6. Oh, here comes Troy Ann. Yeah, so there is another green castle to the south. Gonna need to survive. But I feel like if I can just survive one more day. Right turret? Do we pick up the right turret? I think we do. Pick up the right turret just in case. Nope. And they go south. They do not pick up Airy. That was very close. It's day 7. Right now. Your subjects contribute to your war effort. Hold on. Should I? No, it's still too far away. Never got the statue. Is it too late? No, it's not. But it's definitely a good idea to pick up the Orc Chieftains now. In a little bit, I'm going to wonder if it was not a good idea to pick up another castle that I never did. Okay, Troyan is in my business, as is Carlon. No sense in getting the gold mine because reasons. Timber Hill. So we found an artesian spring. We found a warlock castle. Yeah, I think that we set off with these troops, everything we got, and we go to town in just a little bit. Maybe we go to the center town of Dragontooth. Maybe, maybe not. I wonder where these liths go. Yeah, we're gonna go first thing in the morning. Ari, you've done a great job. I'm very impressed with everything you've done. Good work. See if you can take down a couple of these guys with a lightning bolt here and there. Best of luck, my friend. Best of luck. One Phoenix, a couple of these split troops. Yeah, I don't know. You've got to have another Sorcerer's Castle somewhere. You just have to. Rats. But you've got to. Here's the question though. Do you travel by road? Do you travel over cracked earth? I think it's apparent to me that traveling by road is going to get you a little bit further. So I think we are going to do that. And folks, it's a new month, a month of the butterfly. Life is good. Rabbit is good. Rabbit is wise. Don't purchase anything except for these troops here. Thankfully, that sack of gold has done a lot of good for you. And we are going to be full of creatures shy of just 2 sprites. I almost wonder if the dwarves are going to be better than the sprites here though. Some meaty extra troops just kind of help take castles and stuff. Dwarves are better in a siege for defending purposes. I don't know. That's a lot of hit points to leave behind for this undertaking. So I'm just going to do this. And folks, because they turned Dragontooth into a castle, that's going to be where we go right now. Right now. We're going to go there and then we're going to go south. All right. Right. This feels good. We do have a little bit of an issue. We are one hero and the enemies have multiple heroes. So holding multiple castles is going to be kind of tough. I almost need to check every single hero just to see where quality troops are. Like here, I think that we actually... there's so many red bone dragons. We don't know for sure that green has more phoenixes. I think that they do, but there's no guarantees. And that actually makes me think that we need to go for the necromancers next. We're going to pick up the expert logistics. That's a big pickup. We're going to leave this castle open. Kalindra, might as well just take out heroes where you can, because it's still early in the new week. Since it's early in the new week, that means that going out of your way to pick up some of these extra heroes doesn't actually hurt you that bad. Let's consider best way of doing this. 5-speed creature, 4-speed, 2-speed, 2-speed, 2-speed. We don't really have an AoE damaging spell. We would have to get good morale or cast a spell. I do think, yeah, we kill one giant. Can we kill 8 iron golems? I don't think you're going to kill the 8 iron golems. I think you're going to take damage for sure. Yeah, you're going to take damage for sure. I think the enemy's going to cast one spell and run. They do. Okay. So be it. But then we're going to track down these other 2 castles, and we're just going to try to hold on to whatever we have. I've got enough gold here, 3,600. I'm going to purchase one hero. Let's make it Vesper because he's kind of fast. And we're going to give him the 1 6-speed gargoyle. He's going to go north. No, he's going to go into this lith. I want to see where these liths go. I need to know. I need to know what they're good for. Probably going to give over these phoenixes here today. Well, this week anyway. Although it's day 3, if you really want, you can send Ector with oodles of troops. That's like a lot of troops. Maybe send them on day 4 when you have an extra 1,000 gold or so. Maybe when you have an extra 1,000 gold or so. Yeah, I think we're going to try that. We're going to give that a shot. So wait one more day there. We are going to end up losing this castle. Let's see what losses we can make the enemy incur. Best split. Let's just do it like this. Maybe the gargoyles can make the liches hurt themselves. Let's see about that. I almost thought that green was going to take that castle back. Oh, green is going to work to take that castle back. Now that's interesting. And this is also interesting. Vesper is not going to be able to take out Rebecca. Okay. Titans are better than dragons. That answers my question. Where do we go? You go for the Titans, clearly. This is 4 bone dragons, though. That's pretty worthwhile to take out. I don't want to mix these troops, though. I kind of want to defeat necromancers last. It just feels like the best thing to do. That's half of our spell points we just cost ourselves there, but that's going to be 2 bone dragons. We don't have any other flying creatures to support the phoenixes, though. 0 attack, 1 defense, 2 spell power, 2 knowledge here for Mandigal. The bone dragons, we take 62 damage in return. If we attack with all of our ranged creatures, we might take out 1 more bone dragon, 2 more bone dragons. There'll be 1 more. Our retaliation, if they attack the phoenixes, are going to be massive. I'm not going to worry about the liches. I will worry about the royal mummies, though. We'll kill 5 there. Blind on the phoenixes, 1 phoenix goes down. Interesting. Okay. Skip. 86 HP. Probably should have focused on the bone dragons. Maybe not. Great. Actually, I'm just fine with that. Yep, just fine with all that. I do wish that the phoenixes could have a better shot off on these troops. Ah, there it is. So with only 2 liches left, 52 HP there. I think that we're only doing 50 damage on the spells, aren't we? I don't think that the elves will attack for that amount of damage. Let's do this. Let's do major damage there. Let's hope for good morale. Oh, the bone dragons are here, so we don't have as good of morale as I once thought we did. Skeletons are actually a problem. 23 of them. They might do some damage there. Phoenixes are blinded. I'm okay with that. 33 HP left. Bone dragon goes down. Very nice. Phoenixes are awake. And okay, 1 phoenix lost is actually not too bad. 1 and 1. Don't love it, but that's another 2,500 experience. Let's go for the diplomacy. That's +1 knowledge as well. There are bone dragons here. We picked up a haste spell. It's really good. And yeah, I feel like yellow is down here. Let's just go up the road. We gotta really make this week count. Have to make this week count. It's day 4. If you lose this castle, you lose the game. Is that enough? 12 Ogre Lords. I think you want the Orc Chiefs and the Ogre Lords in that order. Yeah, I think you want it just like this. We're going to leave everybody else. And let's actually set off and let's see if we can go mix things up. Take back Whittingham. It's day 4. It's going to take 6 days to get there. That's a little too far, isn't it? Maybe that means we go for the Stone Liths. Well, let's see what we can do. What are you doing? Okay. Get a load of this guy. Okay. All right. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, but I think you're dumb. All right. There's a Lith. A big scary Lith somewhere. We got to keep an eye out for that. I don't know how we don't have this yet. How do we not have a Thieves Guild? Let's pick up the Thieves Guild real quick, just so that way we don't run into the wrong enemy. Power Liches, Bone Dragons, Mummies. These 2 castles are actually fairly easy to defend, and then this way you're getting 6 Bone Dragons a week if you can defend these 2 castles. It's day 5. You got 1 extra Mass Bless. You'll end up staying the night here. Glorious victory. 1 more Phoenix goes down. I think that with the Mass Bless that this fight's going to go way better than it otherwise was going to. So let's do that. Let's do the Mass Bless for 12 spell points. We will take out 1 full Bone Dragon. And then last time we kind of spread the damage elsewhere. This time we're just going to focus right on these Bone Dragons here. So that's 1 more goes down there. 88 HP. We can do 140 there. I think we'll just take a retaliation maybe here or there. We can kill 1 full stack of vampires. Let's do that. No curse from the mummies. That's actually really good. And the Bone Dragon stays. I thought that the Bone Dragon was going to go. With 48 HP on those Phoenixes left, kind of want to take out this wall section. Didn't get it. I was hoping that we could take out that wall section so we could get the double hex attack off. Did not get it. 48 HP. That actually might be... Let's see. We are really close. We are really close to losing 1 additional Phoenix. How much damage did the turrets do last time? Left turret, right turret. 25, 38, 48. This is 48 HP left. So if we cure and we back off... Well, you don't want to back off because then the liches will do the damage. So I think you want to cure and then attack here. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to roll the dice, and I'm just really going to hope that we can cure, attack. Oh, that feels so good. Oh my gosh. I couldn't have planned that any better. That was amazing. And then what is that? 30 HP, 88 HP. I'm going to make sure that we kill the Bone Dragons because, well, hold on. There's 150 HP there, 88 HP here. Yeah, let's just kill the Royal Mummies. They're going to be the next fastest creature anyway. Golly, that was crazy. And then you'll see 88. I know for sure I can kill the Bone Dragon here. Let's make sure we can. And then let's just hope that these Greater Druids can do the damage. That was... Oof. Didn't even need the cure, but I'm glad we had it. I like the strategy. Even if it wasn't effective, I still like it. And folks, we're not going to pick up leadership this game. That means we're never going to pick up the Lightning Helm, but we will pick up the basic luck. And we're going to stay here overnight. Level 2 Mage Guild, Blind, Cold Ray, Steel Skin, great. All around great. And I just need to make sure I hold these 2 castles. I just need to make sure I hold these 2 castles. You traitor. And so really then the question is this. Do I set off and try to pick up another castle? It's day 5. You've got no spell points. You got no spell points. You're out of movement points. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to hedge my bet. I got enough gold. 5k. I'm going to purchase a new hero. It's going to be Sabu, so he can go as fast as he can. He's going to take, I don't know. He's going to take 1 elf. Yeah, it's gonna take one single elf. Oop. And him and that elf are gonna go see if they can find something cool out here. Ah, you see, like that. I think you actually have to go up and around. And if I hadn't have sent him out here, I never would have known that. I don't know, maybe this is just one big no-go zone. Maybe there's just mountains here. So at this point, we're gonna stay overnight. You do want to have full spell points. 40 spell points with 3 spell power is actually really good. We're gonna end up getting rid of Dragon Tooth. No defenders. Left turret, right turret, moat. I think we're just gonna leave this for now. And I don't know, at this point, I don't know if they're gonna take Winningham. I do not know. It's a bit of a question. Stone Liths. It's gonna take 3 turns. I'm very scared that somebody's gonna pop out of here. And I'm gonna lose this army again. Oh, wait, no, Vesper's mine. I'm like, oh, Vesper, you traitor. You joined the other side. And now I realize, nope, he was not a traitor. He was a good hero. He was doing his job. That's funny. All right, well, let's see if we can defeat, no. No, I am going to give him the opportunity to run after he takes out a swath of these sprites, though, because I am positive Gem is going to cast a spell. Does it matter, though? Let's just skip and see what she does. Is she not going to cast a damaging spell? Did I just win this fight? It depends on... Let's see. No, we don't have enough damage for the dwarves. Yeah, not going to have enough damage for the dwarves. We can kill 3, though, if they don't resist the spell. Okay, that's that. That's that. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yellow is taking the middle castle. Yellow is heading towards the necromancy castle to the north. Rebecca is still going to be a little bit too far away. Can't pick up Calindra. Oh, I really wish I could get back to Blackburn. I can't, though. I don't want to have to fight for it again. It's got a left turret and a moat. I think it's worth 2,500 gold just to put some defenders in here. Maybe even give... Hold on. Haste? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to spend 2,500 gold on 4 goblins. A couple of stacks of 4 goblins anyway. And then maybe at least I can figure out what charity is about. And so I can decide about how I want to fight this fight, because I might have to fight 2 of these enemies, one right after the other. Right after the other. Okay. And Sabu, since you're right here, let's have you pick up that sawmill. Maybe there's something to the south here. At least there's not going to be any surprises. Oh, look at this. A surprise. I could actually have gone south. Day 6. I don't think Rebecca can get here to here by day 1, though. So it's quite possible that she'll ignore me here in Blackburn, and then I'll get my 6 bone dragons, and then I can actually fight Titans. We'll see. And I don't think that there's any enemies nearby these stone liths. I think we're in a good position there. I think we're fine. Okay, let's see what happens. Green sorceresses, yeah, they're heading for that castle. Okay, Aragon has to quit the battlefield. 6 bone dragons. That's a lot of bone dragons. A lot of bone dragons. All you can do is skip. Again and again. Okay. Yeah, 6 bone dragons is a lot. Really? I thought she was going to attack me for a second. Glad she didn't. I'm glad you didn't either. Oh wait, no, I do want Calindra to attack me. Oh, Fix Fox wife was about to attack me. I was a little bit scared. All right, so here's my question. Do you think that Charity can reach? No. Fix Fox wife says, no. Well, I'll tell you what, I think that we attack Calindra for sure. Enemy has fled. I'm going to try and keep her from fleeing. She might have something nice. And then I'm going to take the castle to the north. The question is going to be whether or not we fight Charity or not. I just don't know the answer. We can do a lightning bolt. We can do a cold ray. I think that we let the 6-speed boars go first. I don't know. I don't think it's worth casting the mass bless. The regular bless though is going to kill one full giant. Then again, we kill one rock and just kind of get it out of the way. No, let's just go for the giant. 144 damage, a lot. It's not good. But now there's 6 HP here, 40 here. Dead, dead. If we get good morale anywhere, then I think we're going to get out of this fight okay. 40 HP here. Yeah. If we get any instance of good morale here or here, I think we get out of this fight with a win. Instead of just a loss. Well, good morale here, maybe? Good morale here? Nope. Alright. No, we tried. We tried. At least we saw the opportunities. And really, so I don't think Charity wanted to attack us. I think she was going around us. 6. If you win this fight and you save 1 Phoenix, if I leave this fight with 1 Phoenix, I'm still going to be happy. The problem is that then the Mass Bless is not going to be that useful. Yeah, at that point, the Mass Bless just won't be that useful. Is it day 7? I don't think you're going to reach. I think that you just cost yourself 3 Phoenixes. I think that the AI just did me a huge solid there. I don't think the Charity can reach. With 4-speed creatures, let's see, I had 4-speed creatures, but I have expert logistics, and I got from here to there. I don't think that she can reach. I'm going to bypass her. I'm going to hold steady on this new day. I am going to see if I can purchase some hero with a 6-speed creature. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. 4-speed creature's the fastest it'll go. Yeah, we're just going to hold on to this. Don't do anything. Don't do anything rash. Make this worth the enemy's while if they actually really want to fight me. And then, yeah, let's actually hire a hero in here just to make sure that we've got some options. Darlena? Sure. Why not? Let's even split. Let's see, best forces here. I don't think that the undead are any good. There's already troops of 3 alignments, so your morale's already kind of bad, except for the tavern. Yeah, the tavern evens you out. Okay, let's just see if we can defend against these forces here. And if we do, I like our position at that point. I really do. So Phineas is where he's at. I'm going to ignore this because I'm going to plan on getting 2 stacks of bone dragons very, very quickly. We're going to step here on the lift with Ector with his little army. And this is actually really nice because now we're going to get to see where this goes. It looks like that these lifts just kind of cross the map, which is a little bit interesting. Sabu is going to see if there's another route to our enemies that we have not yet explored. Looks like there is. Yeah, it looks like there's totally a route here. I'd love to get a visual on our enemies so that way we can figure out where the Titans are, because pretty soon we're going to end up fighting 6 Titans or more at a time. Yeah. All right, let's see how this goes. Can you reach? Oh, you cannot reach. You know why you can't reach? Because of your poor planning. Whoa, he comes back. So it costs him 4 of the bone dragons. I don't know how this fight goes, but I feel like we have to win this fight. What's the best way of winning this fight? What's the best way of winning this fight? Our Grand Elves and our Greater Druids are going to get the damage off before bone dragons fly over and cause us grief. When they fly over and cause us grief, the Battle Dwarves are going to be able to step up or down, which is great. Vampires are going to be a bit of a bear. Charity, 2 attack, 2 defense, 3 spell power, 6 knowledge. We've got the defender's bonus. And I do think that the Mass Bless is the very best spell. Blind isn't going to work. Slow could be good for the bone dragons. Do you want to just try and deal with... Hold on, let's think about this. You can send the Phoenixes out, and then you're going to avoid damage from these 8 Power Liches. If the Power Liches don't have archery, which I don't anticipate the Charity has archery anyway, then they're going to do reduced damage over the wall, and they're probably going to cast a spell, and then you can slow the bone dragons. All you got to do is just wait on the Phoenixes, or alternatively, you could send the Phoenixes here and just use the phoenixes in this area, far away from where the bone dragons are going to get into the fight. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to take the damage from the mummies, maybe from the liches. Yeah, and I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. If you bless now, though, you're going to get double damage. No, we're gonna just hope that we get the best damage off. We're gonna hope that they don't find a way to get the bone dragons over. Cast a spell, baby. Blind is fine. You can cast blind all day. I don't even care about that. Slow. And then we are obligated to take out vampires, actually, because they're gonna fly over the walls next. Blah. Blah. Down to one vampire. Any of these forces can take that out. Somebody's got to deal with the liches. There we go. Oof, that's not good. Unicorns are going to just go to here so that the battle dwarfs can go down. Perfect. Yep, bone dragons are stuck. So now we are cursed, but we still got 23 HP. Like, we're fine. 1, 2. Bone dragons can't reach me if I attack the liches now because they went all the way to the south. Oh, we totally won this fight. We are animals. We're going to attack. You're going to haste. I'm not going to care because my elves are still going to get to go next. And we just, due to turn order, we just beat you soundly, solidly. We're going to save the phoenix and we're just going to start to unload on these bone dragons. And power liches. We got to kill the power liches. I'd love to get the phoenixes evacuated here actually in just a second or two. So actually I should have poured a little bit more damage onto the power liches. 66 HP. Nice. We're going to back off now. Might take damage from power liches here. Yeah, losing one elf at a time, not a problem. Not a problem. Okay, 23 HP. I'm going to have the elves attack there in just a moment or two. And then there goes another one of your bone dragons. The walls are going to start to come down, but by the time you get to me, you're then going to have to come deal with 16 battle dwarves, 5 unicorns. You're already down to only a couple of these bone dragons anyway. We just have enough spell points that we can counteract everything you want to do with your hastes. Now, actually, this is interesting. We talked about in the last fight not messing with turn order. It would be really easy for me to attack here on this power lich. If I don't, then the 5-speed royal mummy goes. And then maybe the 4-speed. Yeah, no, you need it to be 6-speed here. And then I have my 6 speeds to counteract. You've got to keep this power lich alive, funny enough. I know that you want to kill this power lich because it's annoying. You actually want to make sure that you keep the enemy with their 6-speed power lich up and running. That's actually the best play. So we're going to do that. Royal mummies, they're coming. They're coming. I think I have to take the damage from the royal mummies here. We'll kill 2 to 3. Curse onto the phoenix. Oh, 43 HP. Not too good, not too good. The slow is still there, and now you've blinded the unicorns. Now that's kind of interesting. I'm gonna help the mummies out. No, still work on the bone dragons. Still work on the bone dragons. Because the phoenixes still got 43 HP, they're fine. 21 HP, okay. Still scared, I admit. 21 HP. If I attack the lich now, I think I'm fine. Let's do that. We attack the lich there. We do 1 bone dragon's worth of damage there. No, he's still slowed. We're gonna just attack the royal mummies. Down to 3, down to 2, down to 0. And let's see what the bone dragons will do. I have no idea. They do nothing. Okay. All right. And folks, this is one of my favorite fights because we were able to abuse turn order. Oh, I didn't finish him off. It was one of my favorite fights until the very end because I didn't save myself the damage from the druids, and I didn't take out the enemy before they ran. That was a big enemy. Charity had artifacts, guaranteed. Oof. That was rough. Wow, this is like the third or fourth time, though, that enemies have gotten very, very close to me and haven't quite reached my scouting or wandering hero. That's awesome. It's a big deal. Okay, I'm guessing that there's 6 titans, 9 titans. Folks, I'm anticipating 9 titans. It's not good. It's not good. Where I come from, we say that's not good. And I don't think that I've got any reasonable way. Where's this go again? Yeah, I don't have any way that I can deal with that at the moment. All right, I think we're gonna go south here. We're gonna have Darlena pick up a full salvo of troops. We're gonna leave behind the worst. 3,000 gold left. I don't think we actually have to attack yet. Lots of earth elementals at this point. Full spell points. If you bring the bone dragons, 3 of them. You bring the bone dragons, you could definitely do it. And you leave behind the druids? I guess. Sure, we'll leave behind the druids. I'm just going to clear out all this. I think that that's going to be worthwhile to make me even stronger. And I'm going to need a little bit of time to pick up enough gold to take the troops out of Dragadoon. So we're going to go fight this fight real quick. Shouldn't be a loss. Losses shouldn't be that bad either. We're going to use the battle dwarves and try and use them a little bit sacrificially. I just want them to stay alive. Let's do... I don't know, is a slow or the mass bless better? Let's just do the slow for now. And start some skips. Okay, we're gonna slow this one next. Dwarves are gonna go up, unicorns are gonna go up. 3-speed creatures. So the druids actually would have been kind of useful. But I don't mind if I lose 16 dwarves here. If anything, like, please let me lose 16 dwarves. That would actually make me feel really good. Here. Back. Ooh. Okay, and we should have some nice double hex attacks with the phoenixes in just a second. In fact, 2 speed. 1, 2. Yeah, I think that we just attack here. No, not yet. No, there's still too much damage. The bone dragons are the ones getting chased at the moment, though, which is kind of interesting. Wish we had a meteor shower. That'd be really cool. Really nice. At some point, I'm going to want to bless the unicorns. It's going to last for 3 turns. Let's just bless preemptively now. See if these creatures chase us down further south. They do. So then these creatures chase us up. Those creatures chase us down. I have to save the Phoenix. Having the opportunity to go first with a 7-speed creature is wonderful. So let's do it like this. Let's do a bless onto the elves. It's an extra 20 points of damage. I think you actually want to bless the dwarves. I think. Work on this bottom stack. They might get into the fight. They might not. I'm not sure. 2. 32 points damage. Elementals can't get around. 3 to 6. Let's kill 3 to 6 here. 43 points of damage. Don't lose a bone dragon if you could possibly help it. 101 HP. Okay. And then we're just going to kind of juggle this a little bit. I think that this is enough. I'm not going to worry about losing this Phoenix here. So there's some damage. Stack of 11. I'm going to slow that one more time. 8 HP. This one's already retaliated. 2 speed. If this earth elemental doesn't move, then we're fine. If they die, we're not fine. Okay. Dwarves are going to take one more hit. That's fine. Oh, the retaliation with the bless is big. It's a couple of those. 79 HP on the Phoenix. Can keep them alive. Keep the bone dragons in the fight, out of the fight. Keep the unicorns out of the fight. That's really the low creature. Everybody else is good to go. All right, and we're going to get out of this fight with no major problems. Just a little bit of kiting, a little bit of damage manipulation, and making sure that you don't use your Phoenix inappropriately to double hex burn your own dwarves. Yeah, that almost happened. At this point, we're going to go with luck over the archery. Luck is just better for bone dragons. We're going to have more of those in just a moment or two. So we'll do that. And then with 3K gold, I really want to win this fight. I really want to win this fight. I could just defend. I think I have an opportunity to like reach out and just grab him though. Yeah, I have an opportunity. I feel like I better take it. We're going to trade most of our resources because actually we got multiple. Yeah, we got multiple marketplaces at this point. So you might as well use them. Do you want to use the gargoyles to make their own phoenixes hurt themselves? I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, that's not going to work. They're too fast. So then you might as well leave the gargoyles behind, pick up druids and elves. What do? Do you attack? 20 spell points. You don't know how tough Troyanne is, but she's kind of been wandering around. This is probably 1 week's worth of creatures. She could be a good hero. If you lose, you still have some defenders. If you lose, you still have some defenders. And it's only 1 phoenix. I was worried it was going to be 3 phoenixes. If it's only 1 phoenix, you're even better off. So that feels a-okay to me. I kind of want to bless. Make sure you take out their 1 phoenix. I'm worried about these unicorns. I kind of feel like you're better off taking off 3 unicorns. Minimum of 21 damage. Minimum of 20. Maximum of 42 versus 40. I think it's anybody's guess whether it's better to go here or there, but if you attack here, then your druids or your grand elves can follow up and they can knock off a bit more damage. So I'm going to do this. We're going to do the mass bless because we got it. We're going to kill 3 of these unicorns. Well, I didn't account for the... Okay, that actually makes me upset. That makes me unreasonably upset that the phoenixes got blessed and then went into a defensive position. Like, I am incensed at what I've just seen. That... don't do that. Whatever you do, don't do that. Okay. I don't know what to do here. My druids my elves are going to get a chance to get some damage off. I'm just going to kill 1 druid. Yeah, I'm going to kill 1 druid, and then I'm going to follow up here by taking out 1 additional unicorn. Elves goes down. Nice. Unless the centaurs step up into a defensive position, this was all for naught. A little bit of damage on the druids. Okay, it's fine. And with 3 HP, I'm just going to take out your 1 other phoenix. And lightning bolt. If I lightning bolt for 50 points of damage, you're still going to have 5 HP worth of druid, and then they could just step up and just poke the phoenixes for 3 HP. Will they? I don't know. Let's do some science. Druids do not step up to do 3 points of damage. I've been playing a lot of Olden Era recently, and the AI for Olden Era would have stepped up and hit those phoenixes. So this is actually good because now I can do the damage, wait on the lightning bolt. Yeah, the unicorns go over, do the damage there. Get a little bit of damage off with the sprites, and then let the 3... He slowed the phoenixes because all you had to do was stay or use the lightning bolt like you had talked about doing. I didn't do either of those options, and so then I lost a phoenix. I did not have to lose a phoenix there. Everybody in the gallery knows I didn't have to lose a phoenix there, but I forgot that he slowed my phoenixes. I thought that they were going to go first. Lightning rod, that's actually a good artifact. Pendant of life, telescope. Hold on. You just picked up a lightning rod? That's not bad. That's good. Okay, all right. This fight shouldn't be any problems at all. It's not. It's totally not. And now I feel great about this. This is good. 900 experience left. I might have, let's see. I might just take these troops on the Darlena, and I'll send Ector back to step on this lith. I don't want anybody to come through here. unless I want them to. So very important there. We only have 900 gold, but we do have additional castles now. We are getting a hefty amount of gold, and we've now taken out pretty much all the red castles, and we've held on to the most important of the green sorceress castles. Like, this is a tough 1v3. All things considered, this is a bit of a tough 1v3, and I think that we're still making progress. That's the first of the many titans to fall. +2 attack, +2 defense for the stealth shield. We have 11 attack, 6 defense, like we're doing okay. Not to mention the +5 to the foremost scroll of knowledge. Mangled bones, yellowed with age, peer from the ragged folds of a dead druid's robes. Searching the robe, you discover a scroll hidden within. Very good, very good. A little bit of extra gold there, a little bit of extra stuff. I don't think that the crystal is that useful. We got to go back anyway. And let's do it like this. Let's have Darlena do this big split. So we're going to take the most valuable troops here. Orcs at this point are better than the elves. Yeah, this is the best fighting force we have at the moment. And then that gives Ector just enough movement points to go back and just sit on this lith to make sure nobody comes through. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. And then, yeah, there's Rebecca. Yeah, 2 or 3 stacks of Titans. Gotta be careful. Gotta be really careful. We got 8,500 gold. Kind of could use another hero here in Dragonoon just to get these forces up to the front. Do we need... We got... This is going to have 90 spell points. If we stay the night here, we're going to have 90 spell points. I think that we're going to hire a new hero now, though. And we're going to send this hero. Let's call it Aerie, because Aerie's been good for us in the past. Let's send Aerie up with Bone Dragons. Great. With... Power Liches. I guess we're a little too slow at the moment. We're out of gold. We're going to get... How much gold? 6,000 gold first thing in the morning. We got to stay here overnight. Okay. All right. We're going to wait one day and then we're going to make a decision. Okay. 2 green players in the middle. 2 green heroes in the bottom right. Green's got a lot of heroes, but I don't think that they've got a lot of forces. I think that there's only maybe 2 or 3 castles left on the map. Maybe that's just my hope, though. Okay, and then at this point, since you're taking Bone Dragons, do you want to take Liches? I don't think so. I don't think so, because you got Power Liches over here. I guess you could just get the unupgraded Liches. I guess you could just do this. Save yourself a little bit of gold. Do you really need the 6-speed creatures? No. The reason that you go from Liches to Power Liches is because you go up to, from a 5-speed creature up to a 6-speed creature, and you get 10 additional hit points, and the 10 additional hit points really works well with your defense skill. I don't think it's worth an extra 150 gold, though. And especially when it's, do you want 4 Power Liches or 8 Liches? I think you definitely want just 8 Liches. And do I want anybody else? I'm going to take the mummies just in case. Just in case they turn out to be useful. We're going to go north. Looks like there is ore right here. Yeah, ore that we need to pick up at some point. Darlena does need 20 additional spell points if she stays the night. I think that's going to be worth it for her. Especially with all these big bad evil guys in the middle. And then you are stuck, you are safe. Where's yellow gonna go? Yellow might go straight for my sorceress castle, and if she does, that's actually a big problem. Not straight for it, but kind of going in that direction. 90 spell points. Purchase everything you need. Get your Liches. And let's have Aerie do this nice swap here. Okay, Bone Dragons for sure. And then if you want 8 Liches over the 6-speed Grand Elves, is that worth it? So long as you got the Phoenix, it's fine. So long as you've got the Phoenix, it's fine. Is this your best fighting force? I think you do want the Royal Mummies over the Dwarves. 13 Dwarves or 12 Royal Mummies. Yeah, there's no question there. You definitely want Royal Mummies over that. Back off. And yeah, I think that this is my fighting force for now. 6 Bone Dragons. We turned 3 Phoenixes into 6 Bone Dragons. We're going to go to the center of the map. We're going to clear out anybody we can. And we're going to see if we can meet up with these other 2 Phoenixes. And I think I can take these forces because of 11 and 6. That's the real reason why I feel like I'm fairly confident in this fight. Is it's the 11 and 6. More than anything else. 11 and 6. 11 and 6. Darlena needs to be smart with this. and we're going to dismiss everybody that could be harmful for us. We want to leave here first thing in the morning with 6 speed creatures minimum. I'd like to leave with the 7 speed creatures, but I don't want to like send anybody away. Okay. And then that means that we can get up to right about, oh, look how far she can get. Oh no, she can get that far if she leaves first thing in the morning. Looks like we can get in one day right about there-ish. Hold on. 1,100 up to 1,400 movement points. We can get probably right about to there. Okay, all right. Let's see what the enemies do. I have no idea what they're going to do, but I don't want Rebecca to chase me out in this direction. 4 speed. I was 11 speed. If I go to here, there's no way she can reach me, right? Let's just go to here. From here to here over the cracked earth. Yeah, there's no way she's going to reach me. And maybe that's going to be just a little bit of extra movement I need. Let's hope that we don't get attacked. We do want to do damage after and only after we join up with the Phoenixes. Yeah, they don't want to attack me, and that's great. I do have 1 gem hero trying to get around me. I don't care. Ooh, look at that. So if we want to meet up, we sure can. Darlene, she can reach there. Yeah, so looks like we're going to take out one of these yellow heroes now. Just like so. All right. And do your swap. Oh, I forgot to bring over some creatures. Who did I forget to bring over? Unicorns. I forgot to bring over unicorns. That was 4 additional unicorns I could have brought over. But we are going to hand over the lightning rod for now. And I do want to try and keep Darlene alive if at all possible. All right, and this is actually a big, important moment. You have to take out Titans where you can. The only reason not to fight this fight would be if you were for sure going to be able to get south and take Titans yourself. It's day 5. You're going to be 4 speed, so you're going to be 1560. So with 635, you're going to go from here to there. That's going to take you to day 6. Day 6 is going to take you from there to like right there. Day 7. Tell you what, I can reach your Titans now. But I can also prevent you from combining these Titans. I think I'm going to regret it if I don't fight this fight. So, let's fight this fight. 2 Phoenixes is actually a little bit too big of losses. And this is not 3 Titans, this is 1 Titan. What the heck? This is 1 Titan. I can handle 1 Titan. We're gonna do 150, nearly 200 points of damage to these bone dragons. Rebecca, 0 attack, 0 defense, 5 spell power, 4 knowledge. I suppose I could use the Phoenixes down here instead. But really, it's the bone dragons or the Phoenixes. Those are the 2 damaging stacks I have. Everybody else is kind of meh. Everybody else is kind of meh. If I attack here or here, I'm not going to need to do my bless, and I can hold off on my spell. I can wait. Yeah, let's attack here so that way we can wait and decide what spell we really want to cast in just a second. All right, let's see about this. Okay, and because we don't have another 6-speed creature, we couldn't intervene and prevent that from happening. Don't want to blow up our own Phoenixes, unfortunately. I suppose I could just lightning bolt the rocks. That'll take out 3 of them. 2 of them. Take out 2 of them. I could blind the rocks. Nope, you can't blind the rocks. They're unblindable. You might as well start getting damage off from the Titans, actually. 112. Yeah, we'll plan on just losing this bone dragon here because they got 12 HP there. 100 HP on the Phoenix, though. I'd rather lose 1 bone dragon than anything here. I didn't kill a bone dragon? You're kidding me. That's crazy. Okay, there goes a bone dragon, and then we're gonna just... 83 HP is all that's left up here? Oh, the Phoenixes can handle that in a second. So let's do this. 5-speed creature. Dead. Titan. dead. Wait a second. Hold on. I've got liches that are 5-speed creatures. Oh, and you hasted your bone dragons. You hasted your bone dragons. Gotcha. Okay. My bad. My bad. You can tell the moment where Fix Fox goes into Vapor Lock, and I'm just like completely lost. And I actually think that those moments are hopefully a little bit endearing. If at this point you are nearly 2 hours into this playthrough, and you think that that's just silly of me, I don't know what to tell you. Like it won't hurt my feelings if you're just like, you know, all right, that was just silly of you, and then you just like leave me alone and just be like, nah, I will come back when he has a better, wiser, faster, stronger Fix Fox. But for now, he just needs to learn. Learn what? I don't know. Just learn. All right, we are going to give up Whittingham probably to Clindra. This has got to be 3 Titans there. Has to be. But we're going to hold on to the 2 Bone Dragon producing castles. And we're just going to see where this goes from there. Where are you going? Oh, they're chasing Darlena? They must be. I hate that. You're going straight for the Bone Dragons. I can either turn and stop you, or I can turn and stop you, or I can go back the other way. Even this is like an annoying distraction. I'm going to do it, but I don't like it. Enemy has fled. Get out of my game. Because I don't think it's going to be enough to stop me from getting the castle. Not on day 7, but probably not by day 1. That might have been just enough. The enemy might have been working together to prevent me from reaching the castle. If they did, that is a top tier play from Gem. Because it's day 6, day 7, day 1. I think I'm going to reach. We're not going to know until we find out. So let's continue to just do some digging. See what's around. Resources are good. Area's going to be the one to defend against Kalindra. Maybe I just give this castle up. Yeah. Let's give the castle up for now. What defenders do you want to leave? I guess you can leave the 3 gargoyles. They'll be pretty good defenders anyway. They'll be fast. Okay, green player's actually going towards my doorstop, which I don't really like. Okay, yellow's actually turning to hold on to their castle. So Rebecca, I think that Rebecca is seen well enough. Yeah, I'm definitely going to reach here before the new week, day 7. And then, funny enough, I think that the enemy bypassed that top castle. For what purpose, I can't possibly tell you. Like, yeah, it looks like you're going for this one, and I don't know why. Yeah, if you want to prevent yourself from getting 3 additional bone dragons, I will take it. I will take it. So, in fact, shoot, let's just see if we can get Thundax just as like a roadside carnival, just as a distraction, so the enemy doesn't know which way is up. All right, and let's see what happens here. I'm really excited to see what happens with that other yellow hero. Yep, okay, that was the correct decision. That's definitely what they should have done. So there's 4 Titans out there. I'm about to have to fight a couple of Titans in the yellow castle. So it's going to be 4 Titans and 3 Bone Dragons. Whatever enemies you might have out there, you have to. You simply must be able to defeat 4 and 3. Kalindra has 0, 1, 4, and 6. 0 attack, 1 defense, 4 spell power, and 6 knowledge. It appears that the sound has been rather loud for a while. Whoops. Red player's been vanquished. Now that's pretty sick. Did not see that coming. And astrologers proclaim this to be a new week. Week of the mongoose. You must be swift as a coursing river. All the force of a great typhoon. With all the strength of a raging fire. Mysterious as the dark side of a raccoon. Or a mongoose, for that matter. Sorry. All right. The enemy has surrendered. So, folks, this is going to be a win for sure, I think. But It does matter to me how we win. 5 Arc Magi, 12 Steel Golems. Pretty good defenders here. All things considered, these are pretty good defenders. This might be the time where the Bless is good. The problem is that more than half my troops aren't affected by the Bless. The Phoenixes are affected by the Bless, that's it. That makes me think that the Mass Bless is not that good. Steel Skin's probably worth it. Steel Skin is probably worth it. It's probably more worth it on the Bone Dragons, but this way I know I can attack the Titans, and I won't feel too bad about taking the retaliation. 117 damage, and we take 46 in return. Magic Arrow does 50 points of damage. We do lose the Phoenix. Yeah, 0 attack, 0 defense for Rebecca the Sorceress against my 11 and 6. Like, I'm still liking what I'm seeing here, but still a little bit rough. The boars did come out to play, which I really like, because now the unicorns and the mummies get to do something. And I think that I'm just going to spend these bone dragons to take out the steel golem. 7 to 12. We kill most of them. Oh, they don't fight me on that retaliation. Now that's weird. Did not expect that. 57 HP on the top stack of Titans. It's going to be a lightning bolt. And I mean, if I attack, I will take out both these creatures. I don't really care who the Titans attack. And they're going to do full damage, whether it's here or there. The only problem is if Rebecca has archery, which is totally possible. I'm still going to risk it. A lot of rocks just died right there. Another Phoenix just died right there. A couple of boars just died right there. So down to 4 of these creatures remaining. I don't know what the rocks are going to do. Rocks are probably going to fly in front of the Titans, so then the Bone Dragons are going to have to attack the Arc Magi. We're going to go to here, so that way the unicorns can go down. What are you doing? I don't know. I don't get it. I can't explain that. How can you explain something that is inexplicable? How do you explain something that's inexplicable? Can't tell you. We got great morale, or rather great luck. Now's the time. Rats. All right, well, 2 and 1. And the enemy's cowardice is going to cost them the 900 gold. So they're running, which we don't love. But we do like Titans. And Titans are immediately going to come into the army in favor of... I don't know. Mummies, I guess. So our morale is officially bad. Not just like, oh no, but it's like, it's bad. It's not good. I think I'm going to leave everybody else behind though. I think that, oh, if you got to have the Bone Dragons, you've got to have the Bone Dragons. Would you rather have 4 Arc Magi than the 6 Liches? I don't think so. I think that the Liches are just as good or better. So we're going to stay with this. We're going to leave some defenders behind. We're going to go pick up as many of these forces as possible. I got to evacuate troops from Aerie. Aerie's going to go this kind of southern route. Because I don't think that there's anybody nearby that's going to take South Mill. Just in case, I'm going to split these forces a bit. I am going to purchase 1 hero. Hey, Sabu's back. We're going to purchase Sabu. Get rid of his slow orcs. And he's going to go exploring for us because there's still a lot of this map that's left to be explored. Thundaxe is just going to say, whoa, hey man. What you doing? Leave me alone. While Aerie smoothly escapes. Like this. Okay. And in a couple of days we should be able to get 1 big army, and then we just have to be able to defeat the 3 Bone Dragons and the 4 Titans that we know are coming. Okay. Darlene's gonna get double the spell points. I don't know, could be useful. Have we figured out where this is yet? There's a road. How do you not know where this is? Maybe it's over there. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. What I am gonna worry about is Barak. I think that he is too tough for me. So we're gonna hit the Lith and just be on this side of all things. Remember, still the loss condition. Still not where you want to go. Okay, we did make the enemy go out of their way a little bit into the desert to chase this hero. That feels good, actually. And so maybe that's a full extra day. Maybe they're not going to see me coming until I am right on top of them. It's going to take me 3 days to get here. Unless Ares is able to put just 7-speed creatures only into this army. So let's do everybody over first. So you definitely want this force, and this force. Tell you what, let's just give us 6-speed creatures and higher for now. And then first thing in the morning, Ares is going to trade back those creatures. Maybe now Phineas can reach if he's got just 6-speed creatures. He can. Ah, sweet. So we're gonna pick that up first thing in the morning. Who even cares? And yeah, maybe we're gonna just surprise Kalindra. Very cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, still exploring. We found another castle. Jezebel. Oh, how did I not see it before? Of course there were too many of these bone dragons just running amok. How could I have not foreseen that? Do. Look at this. Do. And then this weird little thing there. Do. Maybe. Do. Yeah, that might be it. Looking for a cactus? That's a cactus. I don't know if that's the cactus. And then this little plant. Yeah, okay. So we found the ultimate artifact. So it's right here, and it's this road. And so the ultimate artifact's right about there. If I had to guess, if I had to fathom a guess, I'd say it's right about there. So just to hopefully finish this scenario with a bang. I'm not saying that this scenario is won by any means, but I do feel fairly confident that things are going my way. We need to explore a little bit more with Darlena. Could you imagine if we would have taken that castle? That would have been great. Good moment there if that would have happened. But with all these spell points, I think that she can actually take down a meaty group of this enemy. I wish I'd known that this was here. We'll come back. Yeah, we'll come back. Let's take out the big bad enemy and then we'll figure out what to do after that. Oh, we're gonna live another day? You're kidding me. That's crazy. That is unexpected. And yellow splits. They must have seen me coming. I feel like that means that I'm actually obligated to take this castle and then just hold everything from the south. Let's go here. I think that the unicorns are better than what? These? No. We'll keep the druids. We'll keep the druids. Now, do you want to go in this direction and go up the road, or do you want to go up in this direction and prevent the enemy from like lithing all over the place? I think I want to go in this direction, so I'm going to. We'll do this. Yeah, you thought I was going this way, buddy, but I'm not. Yeah, you thought that you were going to catch me, but I'm too fast. Just too quick. You thought that I was going to take your castle, but then I was going to have not enough forces. Yeah, you thought that you were going to defend it, but then all of a sudden I showed up with magic and I killed all your guys. Now you're sad. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, can I kill 7 halflings? No, I cannot. So we're going to want to just kill where we can. There's one. Here. Not quite. There. Not quite. There. That'll do it. And then it's going to be a magic arrow in just a second there. We're going to lose 1 druid, 2 druids. There's a curse. All right. Perfect. In fact, I probably don't even need to cast a spell. Probably not. Yeah, 1 to 2. That'll do it. So we did lose 2 druids. That's okay. Ooh, necromancy. For funsies? Nah. Wisdom, just in case there is a 5th level mage guild in here. Could you imagine? Oh, look at her. Gem the Sorceress. She's got some good artifacts. I might actually want to hire her just for that reason. She's the one that ran, wasn't she? She did run at some point. But what can you say? I think I can defend this really well now with 53 spell points and a castle. I think I can maybe defeat green just with Darlena. She might have just barely squeaked out a victory there. We will see what they do. I have no idea what they're going to do. Because on the one hand, I'm like, yeah, there's no way you can beat me. On the other hand, I'm like, ah, maybe they can. Okay. This is not a drill. Remember, you can't lose this castle. This is the victory condition castle. And funny enough, this scenario actually is much easier, I would reckon, with FHeroes2. Because if the enemy doesn't ever scout you, then they're never going to know where your castle is that they want to take. So, you know. The old AI with here's my magic 2 gold totally cheated, and it knew where the win condition was, and it would just send troops here like a homing pigeon, like ants at a picnic, and they were just going to go. And now, thankfully with FHeroes2, it actually plays a little bit more true to life than how a normal person would play, and I actually think that that's really nice. In fact, that makes me really happy. I'm glad it does. I think that's actually one of the big benefits for playing FHeroes2. Yep. I said it. That's what I said. I'm going to keep on saying it. I don't know where it's the best place to get my damage off. I might as well kill there, I guess. Did I kill one more? No. Do they kill one? No, they do not. 6 HP? I think we can take this guy out. And then the Griffin's not going to have any time to come on in. Definitely don't want to attack the Griffins like this, but yeah, we just took out one more gargoyle. Oh! Ah, rats. Okay, we do want to survive for as long as possible. So, lightning bolt here. I'm just going to tank the damage from the centaurs. The centaurs did not do as much damage as I thought that they would do. So let's skip. That's not good, but now at least the Griffins can't get in. There's only 2... Yeah, there's only 2 of these gargoyles. Okay, how much damage? That's enough. Okay, and now you can be pursued here and there and there. 9 HP. Nah, you don't got it. You don't got it. It was a good plan until right now. That's how good plans work. They're good plans right up until the end. So let's just take out as many centaurs as possible. With 75 HP, I could have taken out a Hydra, I guess. Oh well. 100 gold. We will flee for 100 gold. We will laugh all the way there. Ha 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 ha. You silly banana. You silly person. Alright, Jezebel's got several bone dragons, and that can't be allowed to stand. Several bone dragons? No. Not allowed. What is allowed is trying to figure out the best way of doing damage. Keep this one Phoenix alive, please. There are more Phoenixes at the blue town to the east. We should probably send them over at some point. Probably. But this is not a small fight. 3 attack, 1 defense, but she's got 6 bone dragons. I don't have a good way of just disabling these bone dragons. I do have the slow. Maybe yet again. Maybe yet again I just wait. Like, stay away from the bone dragons and then slow them down when they try and jump on me. This one Phoenix will die if it goes in this area. This is just too much. So we're going to skip. I'm going to take out your liches mostly. Oh my gosh, my troops are all too fast. I guess my bone dragons are going to go before your bone dragons. So if they get hasted, okay, fine. But there's no reason to haste. So I don't think that they will. I don't think that they will. Pick up the one lich just to take out full stacks. All right, cool. Well, I guess they're going to haste now. 10 spell points though? Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see what they do. Vampires are just gone. Magic arrow for 10 damage. That was the spell I was worried about. This whole time, I've been concerned about horrible things on the horizon, and that was it. A 10-point magic arrow. Again? Oh, it's too much. It's too much. It's too rich for my blood. I demand that you treat me like just a wee babe. Just milk and honey for me, please. Nothing too fancy. I don't think I could abide something too fancy. I was born on milk and honey, and I'll die on milk and honey. I don't have these caviar tastes. Okay, but that was a little bit, you know, I didn't like that. The Bone Dragons, I'll tell you what, let's just slow them one more time. And sprint to the corner. The enemy has proven that they can't stop it, so... Sure, why not? Alright, and from here, I think that that's going to be plenty of damage. I think that my 7 Bone Dragons will finish off their 1, unless the Elves do it. No losses there, very good. We'll take the Advanced Estates, because I think it's pretty clear that there's no worse terrain than this cracked earth. This is definitely a Barbarian's Paradise. We've been spending most our lives living in a Barbarian's Paradise. That is the best cover of Weird Al Yankovic's Amish Paradise that I've ever heard. I love that. In case you're unfamiliar, it was actually Coolio that did the original to Gangster's Paradise, and I love it. It's just fun. It's really fun. And then, of course, Weird Al Yankovic comes around way later and shows us all what he can do. I really enjoy that Weird Al Yankovic, I mean, he always asked people if he could use their songs. He never just assumed, he never just did it. I think he asked every single person for permission, hey, like, can I cover your song? And I think that's like a really cool thing to do. Like, because you're under no obligation to do so, but still, cool that you do so. Super cool that you do so. Alrighty, I'm gonna do this. Gem is there to defend. It's time to bring up 3 more Phoenixes. Let's hire Darlena back. She's got some good artifacts. She's ready to go. Phoenixes. Here's those unicorns I meant to buy and send over a couple weeks ago. I'm even gonna send over... Am I out of gold? I'm out of gold. We're gonna send over these forces just like this. We're gonna capture and keep this center castle of Dragadoon. Very nice. So green turns back around, going back to their main castle. Yellow turns back around. I don't know what they're doing. There's the 3 Bone Dragons. Yeah, there's the 3 Bone Dragons. I think that Darlene is going to have to do a good job of kind of holding the middle for me. I'm going to accept these losses. 2 Druids is not that bad. It's day 5. Can we get to here? I'd really like to keep these guys from running, but go through the lifts. I think I can make it in time. I'm just really worried that they're going to start to scatter. I think that they are going to scatter. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to send a new hero. Make her Carlon. We're going to take these ragtag forces. She's going to try and lead them to a place that is going to be advantageous for me to try and take them later. Okay, Flint. With Phoenixes, we should be able to defeat this force. Not at the cost of a Phoenix, I hope, though. Magic Arrow, maybe? 2 spell power Magic Arrow? I don't see how that's going to do it. I really don't. 7 and 7. Yeah, I don't see how this is going to work. We're going to take out all these centaurs. Left turret, right turret. They're not going to do 100 points of damage with these turrets, are they? How could they? Plus the 7 from these... And 42 HP left? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know how we lost to Phoenix there, but we're definitely not going to lose 1 now. Magic Arrow. There we go. Cool. Alright, but that's 1 less castle that we have to worry about. 1 less bastion of strength. We will keep an eye on Vitania, but we're going to stay here overnight. There is spells here to be had. Alrighty. And believe it or not, we are actually using all of our hero slots right now. No, never mind. We got 7 hero slots currently being used. Still pretty good, though. Okay, Carlon goes down. I'm going to just accept that. Okay, and fit... What? There we go. Jeez, I was losing my mind for a second. That, I wish I had time to explore that, but I don't think I have time to explore that. I think that'd be a dangerous proposition to explore that little island. That could only end in tears and sorrow. So we're not going to do it. It was just so unexpected that I wasn't sure if my eyes were deceiving me or not. So, oh well. Yeah, Yellow, you can do that all day. Yellow, way to be distracted. You're very distractible. I'm very impressed. Good job. Okay. Glorious victory, no losses. Here on day 7, we're going to spend the night in the castle. We're going to set off with 3 additional bone dragons. And hopefully, if Kalindra doesn't take Dragadoon, we're going to have even more. Worth noting, though, Barak, very scary. Just to make sure that I don't mess this up, let's get these amount of troops. It's kind of inadvisable to have these troops even purchased unless you really need them. I just want to make sure nothing bad happens. I think something's bad about to happen there. I don't think I could stop it. We can be here in 2 days. With the orcs and the 14 ogre lords, we can hold on to Timber Hill. If we can't take it, at least we can prevent the enemies. There we go. At least at that point, we can prevent the enemies from being too big and scary. We can like keep them stuck in their little castle. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. And if if we can just keep them stuck, that'll be better. I'm gonna take the liches because they're 5 speed instead of 6 speed. We saw earlier that having 1 7-speed creature and then 3 6-speed creatures and 1 4-speed creature actually wasn't that nice for us. I don't think it was that nice for us, actually. Maybe you do, but I didn't think it was that good. Okay, how do you want to do this? I think you just purchase everybody. Yep, I think you just purchase everybody. Send them. We'll keep the sprites because flying creatures are nice. Yeah, and there's no way we lose this because Gem's got nice artifacts. She's got... Oh, she's got no spells. I thought she had any amount of spells. Eh, she's got 2 attack, though. That's pretty good. I'm going to defend. No, I'm going to attack. If you lose right here, you're going to look silly. The enemy's fled. Okay. I tried to be cautious, and I was overly cautious. There was no need for it. Day 1, if you attack now and you win, you get this castle for free. I don't know why they don't combine these forces. We are playing on impossible difficulty. I don't get it. I'm going to accept this. I'm not going to fight the fight. We survived. That's good enough for me. We're going to purchase all these forces. Well, we have no gold. But yeah, we're going to survive this. And at this point, there's one final fight, really, and then 1 green hero. So if we win here, we just win the game. We do. Great. Yellow player's been vanquished. And then it's going to be Darlena, who's going to take whatever troops remain here. She's going to leave the slowest and worst troops. 2 best units here. Let's go for gargoyles and hydras for the tankiness and for the flying. Oh, she can't quite reach, can she? No, she's going to try. I don't think that this gentleman can go behind her. Okay. And we will chase this final guy down, folks. So, fun scenario. Like, all things considered, this was a fun scenario. I think that there was a lot of opportunities where if you were playing another player that we definitely would have lost. Like green in the very middle. Why they didn't take my Sorceress Castle to the east there, I don't know. But there was like one time that they didn't do that. There was a couple of times, there was 3 or 4 times this playthrough where the enemies almost made it to my scouting or wandering hero. Because they didn't just barely quite make it, we were able to escape, and that felt great. Mostly I chalk that up to me having more barbarian heroes and the enemies not having as much easy going on the cracked earth. So ultimately it worked out. It worked out. But the whole time, the enemy never really found my main castle until the very end there. And that feels just fine for me, because if they had, you better believe that they would have been running towards me, rushing with all the energy of heart that they had to take my castle and end my reign of terror, question mark? We'll call it a reign of terror, but fun playthrough. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I don't think it's going to be a high score. We'll find out. Dang, 266 rating of the Black Dragon. That's not too bad, though. It's not too bad. I like that. I don't believe it makes it in my high scores, though. We are still looking for high scores of 312. You got to crack 300 to be into my high scores. So I still got a lot of work to do, though. I'd like to see these all above 350, and there's still a lot of maps to be played. And so long as there's an FHeroes2 map making community, there will always be new maps to be played. So very excited, folks. Feels pretty good. And yeah, just having a nice time. So with that being said, appreciate the time. This was nice to just play some heroes for myself. And I don't know, it was nice to not be looking over my shoulder and focusing on pretty much anything but the game. I really enjoy the game. Heroes of Might and Magic as a game is just fun, and it brings a lot of good vibes for me personally. So I'm really glad I get to share it. I'm really glad that we get to enjoy it together. And as fun as it is to stream it, I think that there's also a very different vibe if I'm playing solo and just talking you through my decisions than if I'm interacting with others while we're playing. It does change the energy, and I really do enjoy this energy a lot. So haven't done one of these in a while, and I really thought about doing a Heroes 3 playthrough. Ultimately we didn't, but maybe that's because I was playing Heroes 4 most recently and it was so far out of my comfort zone that I needed to bring it back to something that I felt really comfortable with. And so yeah, Heroes 2 is a very comfort level game for me. Feels good. Feels good. Wonder how many hundreds of hours we have. Huh. I wonder if we have 1,500 hours in Heroes of Might and Magic 2 or not. It's possible. It's a lot of time. A lot of time. Well, folks, it's late. I got work in the morning. It's like midnight. Yeah, I don't know why I started a game at, 9:30, but I did. So, humbly request that you do me and you both a favor. Please, look after you, look after your friends, look after your family, take very good care of yourselves. Oh! Do you know what this is? This was shipped to me all the way from England, and I'm very excited to open it. Haven't opened it yet because I want to make sure that the energy is 100% correct for it. I want to make sure that I'm in the very best possible headspace for this gift, but this was a gift that I'm very much looking forward to opening. Something that brings Heroes of Might and Magic players together all around the world together to enjoy is good gaming and then good fun. I think this is going to be fun. So folks, take good care of yourselves. Tundar, haven't forgotten. And we'll catch everybody later. Bye. Good stuff.